there like... Because the docks are guarded. Do we pass a tavern on the way there?
Well, you
Stop it.
are in one of the labor districts on this side. There is a few houses where you can hear light, and what you would assume is the large clinking of glasses and mugs.
I want to buy a bottle of alcohol, man. I can get one.
Do you peel off from the group for that, or do you just go straight there?
Because if we pass one and I'm like, hey, that seems fine, I'll go in and buy a bottle of alcohol. I'm sure I'm being watched by my two moms.
There is one close on your way. Do the rest of you follow?
Right?
Grizzly
Just be
will
like, I
follow.
gotta get something. And
I'll just stand and wait. Fine, but hurry up.
You enter a very small, very rowdy tavern. A lot of people are just smashing their mugs together, loudly singing.
well,
It's
still
a
fuck.
bit filthy on the ground, as you'd expect from a workers' tavern, but you're definitely sure that there is alcohol to be had here.
I'm gonna go see if I can buy a whole ass bottle of alcohol.
As you ask for a whole ass bottle, the bartender raises an eyebrow and demands a gold coin.
Okay.
In exchange for that gold coin, he puts a large bottle of whiskey on the table.
And we'll thank him and go back to the group. To Rakesh's safe house, I guess. All of us are doing that.
You leave the noise of the singing workers behind you and you walk down the street towards your safe house. And as you approach your safe house, the light is still burning.
Yes, we go inside.
Mm-hmm.
As you go inside, you are met again with the sight of a few children jumping up and down on the couch, and one of the children running around with a book trying to hit another.
I'll go snatch the book off the kid.
He's gonna find somewhere to sit down and start drinking.
You sit down on the couch. Next to you, there's two children jumping up and down.
He might sit down on the floor, actually. Like, I'm not getting jumped on. He'll just, like, go find a place against a wall and just start drinking.
As
With
you sit
problems.
down in a corner on the floor and open your bottle of whiskey, Marius looks at you and just says, "You're sure that's a good idea?"
Being sober sucks, and I hate it right now.
So, how'd it go?
Still in Three Hawk?
Now, that's good though, right?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem happy about it.
Honestly, I am just tired.
And you should probably not drink that and just get some rest.
I,
I'll
you
be
know
heading
what?
out soon, I suppose. get these kids out of here.
Thanks for everything, Marius. It's good to have support.
Well, you know where to find me.
Wonderful.
Cress looks actually really, really glad that this whole Freehawk thing is settled now, and she turns to Rakesh and looks really, really eager to do something. And she's like, "Well, I've heard about Varian and you talking about books about gods before. Do you have, or do you know anything about, gods or demons or some entities that may be involved with a lot of fire?"
Layla disappeared.
Yep.
She muted.
Yes, just go check the bookshelf.
Yeah, I'll just go and check if there are books that might.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I do, because you won't be able to read them, because only I am smart enough to understand the information.
Not that book.
And
I
even
do
if
not
I
want
do
you
know,
touching that book.
oh, not that book either. That one's special.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Let me
touch
just
it.
choose the book for you, okay? Here you go. Take this one.
It is
And it's
blank
just a
on
children's
the floor.
story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
so-
take
About a
that.
dragon that spits fire. Here you go with fire.
It's like I could tell you just straight up because of course I know, but I'm going to be really roundabout and not tell you anything, even though I could, and it would be very easy. Because fuck group continuity.
I really
We get
love that he
along
even doesn't
great.
want to let his sister know her own past. It's so awesome.
You have no idea.
Hmm.
I'm just
But
waiting
I'm
for
getting
Varian
some.
to snap and beat him up.
I'm getting some ideas, and none of them are very good.
I'm just waiting for Varian to like snap and just beat Rakesh up like the nerd he is. I'm
You
just
could. I'm ready for that. At this point, Serenity might join you.
So I'll join kicking Rakesh. Just get in a circle around him, just kick him. Proper nerd style.
that's
Then
a
he'll be
picture.
he'll be
You.
That is
Cinder's
a
a nerd.
picture I need, by the way.
of just the group kicking Rakesh.
Hi, sorry.
Yes.
Hi.
Dog
Okay.
escaped.
We were
Don't
not
my
totally
God.
not making fun of your character.
No, I heard it all. Don't worry about it.
I really do think maybe we should just kick the answers out of Rakesh.
You maybe should. I agree.
Probably.
Oh, this group is
So
going
did
nowhere.
you hear Cress's question?
No, you can tell me that again.
Okay. She asked Rakesh if he knew about, or at least had some books about maybe gods or demons that are connected to a lot of fire.
He will nod at you and continue walking.
We're in your house.
And I'm just gonna
Oh,
follow.
yeah, I'm pacing then.
Yeah.
Because I would not be sitting down at this point.
Thanks, DM.
Yeah. I'm just gonna follow him. And could you tell me or show me?
I just motion towards the top of the bookcase. There's a big section on demons.
Varian's just drinking and glaring.
There's a
at
really
Rakesh.
big section on demons.
It is a really big section.
Yeah.
Big section. It's a really, really big section.
So,
Why did I think
any book in particular you might think would be worth of reading?
Not in particular, just look around.
And
Preoccupied.
she just, before she goes to sleep, she just starts looking around
Huh?
to see if she finds something.
I turn to Varian.
You find a lot of snippets in these books. Fire is a pretty prevalent theme when it comes to demons and the like. There's a lot of passages speaking about demons appearing in flames or vanishing and such, causing great fires. Fire is one of the more destructive forces of magic, it seems. There's also a passage about in actually the Voices of Gods, when in the intro where it speaks about the gods walking the earth, briefly mentions that the storms that used to roll over the world also used to contain fire. And a few passages you find on actually Soulfire, but none of them are in very great detail, mostly just mentioning that sacrificing a soul by burning it can result in this fire.
Okay, so there's no real name that sticks out that is mentioned often when it comes to fire, or some like big bad boss demon or whatever famous one.
particularly, no.
Okay.
If you look on page 5, it tells you who the big bad of the campaign is right there in the fine print at the bottom.
It's actually in the intro of all of the books.
Mm-hmm.
It's written on the
Perfect.
summary on the back as well.
Wow, that's exactly what we needed.
It's actually written on the summary of the back of Rakesh. Kidding.
Which none of us will ever get to read.
No, you won't.
I just had a really horrible joke. Oh man. I was like, Barry now has another reason to undress for Cash to find the fucking fine print.
Heyo.
I need to shut the fuck up and die. Anyway, yeah, back to Tourist Wanderer. Question. Alaban, do you have anything else? Before I start a fight?
Yeah.
About to start fight.
And just before Cress goes to sleep, she also just stares at the bag with the red powder for maybe like 10 minutes before she just puts it back and just goes to sleep.
Not worth it, mate. Varian, responding to Rakesh's question, looks him dead in the eye and goes, preoccupied with something, Rakesh?
Yes, very much. And then he's gonna keep pacing.
Nice. Helpful. Great.
Well, what else do you want from me, Varian? Turning from the other fucking end of the room. Just like throws his arms up in exasperation.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to want from you. I don't know any fucking thing about you.
Good.
Oh yeah. Great. Really fosters trust. Amazing.
Well, if it goes by anything you've heard so far, you probably don't want to know about me anyway.
Hey, not because you trained with the Iron Republic. So fucking what? I lived there. I'm from the Iron Republic. Who you're affiliated with in the past doesn't define who you are now, Rakesh. The fact that you hid it makes me think that it might be shady. Who gives a fuck where you're from or who you were with, if that's not who you are now?
A lot of people.
Why are you trying to hide it so hard? It is so terrible that you think a group of people who broke into one of the greatest prisons out wouldn't... Why do you think we'd hate you for it? If we went to those lengths to save you.
I just don't really get you people at all. I really don't.
Don't make efforts to either. You don't understand us, so you decide that you're not even gonna try. Is that it? Did you notice how in there, when they asked us if we were suspicious of you, none of us could say no? Is that really how you want this to go down, Rakesh? You're just giving me the silent treatment now? Mature. Real nice way to have an
I
adult
just don't know what
conversation.
to say.
Say anything. Not expecting you to, like, bust out your whole life story, but I thought we talked about telling each other the big stuff. I know the whole group had this no more secrets thing. That's bullshit. We all have secrets, and we're all always gonna have secrets. You said it yourself. We're in deep fucking shit. And we can't keep this magnitude of stuff to ourselves if it involves everyone and can put people in danger. Differently, Rakesh, what if they were like, aren't you suspicious? And we all said yes, and they assumed that you were a traitor. To talk to you. What have you done?
I'm gonna look at him. Do you want to talk outside?
Sure. Put the alcohol down, get up, and follow Rakesh.
Okay.
I get murdered. Sorry, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. I'm gonna take him outside. And I'm gonna go to... We're just gonna go on a walk. I'm gonna take him on a walk.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm getting whacked. Old.
It's... Look, you have things about your past that you don't want to share. I have things about mine that I don't want to share. And there are particular things that I don't want to share with Serenity.
Okay.
So I get you're annoyed with me.
That's the problem. I'm not even annoyed with you. I'm worried. I'm nervous. For some fucking reason, you keep lying to me and I keep wanting to believe you every time it happens. And that's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever done, but problem with it. That's why I've never pushed the bell thing until we found out about you knowing about demons, because I want to believe you, Rakesh. I want to be able to trust you. You have shit in your past. That's fine, but you can't just go around hiding things we blatantly have asked about. That, is like really involved in some of the deep shit that we're involved in. Just be like, hey, I know a little bit about this. You don't have to be like, well, you see, when I was 5.
Yes, I know. I don't talk to people. I don't spend time in groups, and I have never done this before.
What is this?
Yes, you people!
What about us people?
You confuse me! You're not a book. And I don't understand!
You had to have been around people before.
I didn't talk to a single person for 10 years. Not properly, anyway.
That's something we can work on. You gotta let us, Rakesh. I'm not all too familiar with the whole supportive people thing either. Just gotta let people try to.
Okay. I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Don't think that you are I don't think that you're against us, and I don't think that you have bad intentions. Or not conscious bad intentions anyway. Choices, but I don't think it's like you're intentionally trying to like fuck us over. So annoyed I get with you and your stupid tendencies and your selfish behavior that you're trying here. And as for the stuff you're trying to keep from Serenity, I'm not gonna ask why, because that's your business. But for now, I'm assuming it's your business. I will say you can't keep things from people forever. The truth might come out.
I'm plenty aware of that. But it is better for her if it is after we deal with it.
With the wind?
Not the wind. I'm sure that will be a problem too. So there's some other things that are probably going to catch up with us at some. I know
See?
this.
This is a good example of stuff that we should probably know.
I mean, it's not. It wouldn't be an issue for you guys at all.
Why? Do you really think we'd just give you up? Not remember that we broke into a fucking prison. Been there. And it wasn't like perception you have. It wasn't like Serenity forced us to go. We all chose to go in to get you.
Why?
Because we care about you, dumbass!
Well, that is a stupid decision.
Yeah, it is. But guess what? Sometimes you care about people. To choose who. And it's stupid and pointless and emotional and make stupid decisions and say stupid things. But sometimes you just care. Stop it. And it happens.
Yeah.
Looks away awkwardly.
Varian.
Look at Rakesh.
You're an idiot.
When Rakesh says you're an idiot, do you make any particular hand gesture at the time?
Oh god, the roll of the die.
kind of like he probably goes to like snack awkwardly because like yeah he is like this is kind of awkward.
Suddenly, as you raise your hand, you for some reason sense that him calling you an idiot was a lie.
And just kind of looks at Rakesh. He's like,
Huh?
It was a
You really
very
think-
odd feeling. It washed over you like a wave, and all of a sudden, you feel a little tired.
wow, maybe we should.
Yeah. Maybe we should.
Yeah, but be okay, you know. Whatever's after you or me or Professor, I'm sure Jet somewhere down the line. We're gonna get through it together. Whatever it takes, right? Hold down his fist for like a fist bump.
Whatever it takes. He'll fist bump me. Yeah.
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 Is he just repeating yeah as they go back?
No. That's me.
You guys heading back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few minutes after they left, Serenity got like annoyed and casted Alter Self and left for a bit of a walk.
Oh god. Okay.
Just a walk. She's not doing anything. She turned herself
Grizzly,
into a human with long black hair and green eyes.
Grizzly would have asked, where are you going?
I'm just going for a walk. I want to
What?
think about something.
Be careful though.
I'll cast Alter Self in front of them. I'll be fine.
Sure you want to go alone?
Definitely.
You just nod.
Just tell Rakesh you don't know where I am. I'll just go walkies.
By the way, is Sunday is Sunday with us the whole time? By the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're impressed by how little you notice her presence.
So you and Varian known each other for a time now?
Quite a while, yeah. Long ago.
Since you were children?
How long do you say are you a child?
How many years ago?
I've known him for, I think, 4 or 5 years.
Has he always been like, like this? The brooding type?
Varian has never had an easy life. To answer that, kind of, yes.
So is there something some trick or something to lighten up his mood or whatever. Something he really likes.
Nothing easy. I guess it's enough if you're there for him. And don't let him drink too much.
Yeah. We've
At
already
this
found
point,
out that's a
Marius
problem.
shuffles the kids out of the door and is so Serenity is wandering the streets in disguise. The two of you, Rakesh, Varian, come back. Cress is talking with Sandai, and Marius apparently has left. You, Varian, you see your bottle of liquor next to the fireplace, and it's empty.
Shakes his head, but he has like a... And he very awkwardly goes in the opposite direction of wherever Rakesh is heading.
I'm gonna go to my books.
I'm gonna go to the opposite end of the room.
Okay.
Oh, this is weird. Awkward.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Haha. Did you know there's like no wind in the forlorn sea at all? Like it's very empty.
Varian just
Peep.
kind of presses his lips together and a giggle.
Uh-huh.
Random facts with Prakash again.
I assume most of you settle down for a long rest. It is now the next morning.
Am I still out?
Well, what did you come back at some point? I assume, or like, what are you doing outside?
Yeah, I'll come back pretty late.
Okay. When you return, most of the people inside have already fallen asleep. You cannot see Sendai anywhere.
I will meditate until Serenity comes back and then
I'll just head straight upstairs.
Okay. Do you do anything else, Jet, or?
no.
Okay. You all fall asleep and you awaken the next morning. You've had a surprisingly restful sleep after yesterday's events. It's already noon when you awaken, and those who have slept downstairs, please give me a perception roll.
Sure.
Okay.
That's everyone apart from Serenity, right?
I think so.
Perception, you say?
Oh, fuck off. I'm still asleep, mate.
That's 15.
What?
Is thin, whatever the hell that means, a D20?
Where?
Where? Yeah,
It's a
thin is.
D20. Okay.
Why is it called?
That's a
That's
thick with
Just
1,000
thick and
teeth. Um, you know,
I'm asleep. I'm just straight
Well,
up asleep.
Cress. You notice that near the door on the ground is a stack of papers and a heavy sack weighing them down.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look what that is.
I'm assuming if everyone's awake, I am too, so I'll head down.
Well, Cress, as you approach this bag, You notice that looks like it's a bag filled with coins.
Oh, okay. Before I start counting, what's the paper?
Underneath, you find a few stacks of paper. It seems like these are the reports on your pasts. All of them are in an envelope, and all of them are sealed.
With names on them, or
Yes.
I'll sneak up to Cress.
I don't know.
Arnie.
Please give me a perception roll.
Me.
who?
No, Chris.
Cress.
You are
I'm
being
still
I don't
asleep.
want
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm
Oh.
still asleep, guys.
Okay, Cress. Perception. That's a 25.
You hear the stairs creak a little, and you know that someone's behind you.
You feel a wind.
Very well.
I'm just to not wake everyone up. I'm just gonna whisper, "Oh, hey, Serenity.
Morning. What are you doing?
We got. I think these are the letters about our past. You know.
Oh, quick, give me mine. Quick.
I'm just gonna hand it over to her because Cress is just too naive to do anything else.
They can't even read.
Yes, that's why I don't want Rakesh to get it first.
Mhm.
He won't give me it and then I can never figure it out.
I'm just gonna give it to her.
See what? I'll help you.
I'm not letting
And
you read
go
it.
over. Is Grizzly awake?
Can
But
I
if
have
you
mine?
teach me how to read, I might give you a hint.
Grizzly would be awake.
No, maybe your brother has his reasons for being a secretive bastard.
I'm also gonna.
I don't really care.
I'm handing over Grizzly's past to Grizzly. Jetson's past to Grizzly.
Get mine.
By the way, when you pick up the coin bag, you notice it's extremely heavy.
Okay.
Are you guys doing something?
Oh, we should talk about group funds at some point. Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm just gonna grab mine and go sit down somewhere and
Yeah.
read it.
We're counting some money here, and I'm just gonna start counting the coins.
I put my
Envelopes?
report in my sleeve.
I'm gonna go over to the door. Is mine still there? Did you pick them all up?
I picked them all up.
They
I'm
did,
gonna
because
walk
I
back
asked them
into
for
the
it at the
living
end.
room.
Oh,
Cress
yeah.
has it! Damn it!
You see Cress sitting on the ground with a large sack of gold, and she's counting pieces.
You need some help.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could
I'm
help me
pretty
count.
good at counting.
Sure.
He'll sit down with you. And just that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And even though I, as a player, would really like to read the shit out of that thing, I'll just hand the letter over too, because Chris would just do that. I'm gonna hand over the
Oh,
envelope.
what a good person.
Thank you, Chris. He'll put it in his bag. Serenity, where's your letter?
I don't think I got one.
I think you did.
I don't think I did.
You asked for it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so come here and I'll read it.
You will read it out loud?
I will read it out loud. If you want to go upstairs, we can go 5, 10. We can go upstairs.
How do I know you're going to tell me the truth?
I guess we'll just have to trust each other.
I just stare at him.
I know, put a hand on her shoulder and be like, maybe it's what you should do.
You seem to change your mind since yesterday.
Sometimes you just care about people, I guess.
You're
Thank you.
strange.
Very
Okay,
true.
you can read it, Rakesh, but you're not touching it.
I can't read it unless you let me
I
touch
can
it.
hold it.
Okay. All right.
And I know you have good eyesight, so I'm standing 2 feet away from you.
Okay.
What if it's really?
Okay, I walk upstairs.
I will take the giant pile of money I have counted and just push it next to Crest and tell her how much is there and then head upstairs. So however much I counted there.
Mhm.
Yeah, Crest, by the end you have counted. It is an exact 1,000 gold.
Speaking of gold, we should talk about group funds at some point.
We should.
Yes, we should. Then I head upstairs.
Yeah, Baron, I guess I'll just sit down next to Crest and be like, "So, you eager to read your report?"
I am.
It's good.
Are you eager to read yours?
Nope.
I kind of thought so.
Honestly, not sure I want to.
Also, I'm very interested to see what I'll find there, and I hope I'll see nothing surprising at all. But
Out of character, do you want me to write you what you find in them, or do you want me to just tell you now?
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
because
Yes.
if I write it to you, I'm gonna do it after the session because it's gonna take us some
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Write Serenities to me.
I can
Because
play
she
for
can't read
another
it.
hour, just to let you know.
Fine.
What did you say, Judson?
I can play for another hour.
Okay.
Let's do like half an hour because I'm getting really hungry, and if
Aye,
I'm
aye.
gonna make dinner, then I guess it's a good place to stop anyway. Okay, so you all have your respective reports, and you, at least Cress, is 1,000 coins richer. You assume these are funds that Treehawk has spared for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After reading the thing, I'll just go back downstairs.
Did you
And we
tell
can-
me what it said?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what I told you when I get the report.
Cool. I don't know how to react then.
just
So-
don't.
Okay, you know, I'm just gonna start writing them, I guess.
I guess.
I guess
Just
I give
bullet point
everyone.
it,
I guess I could just give everyone 200 gold pieces so that everyone has the same. From
Except
this.
you.
Oh, you're giving us gold.
Oh,
Oh,
holy
no.
shit.
I mean, it was 1,000 and we're 5 people, so 200 is
I
exactly
just
like.
can't. I just can't count.
Sounds good.
That is awesome.
200. There we go. I love having money.
Same.
I can finally buy the equipment to put spells in my book.
Nice.
Okay, Damon Rakesh.
I also show. I'm also gonna show Serenity my hand. What do you think? Is the color still good, or you want to make some
Make some.
more color on it? Or...
What do you mean, some more?
So I mean that it's more fitting to the rest of the scales. What do you think? Is it
Sure.
still fine?
I could color in some more. I will take a purple pen out of my bag.
Oh no, I see
I used
that.
up all my green.
Are you sure that's the right color?
Now you can be one of us. And I take her hand and start coloring it in.
And actually, she's just sighing and just letting her do it.
Serenity, you shouldn't put those on people's skin.
It's not skin. I keep coloring.
That is kind of true.
Some fun. Let her do it. It's fine.
Yes, I put it on your skin plenty of times.
Yes, you shouldn't have.
Maybe you could
know
make
we-
it so like it matches the color of my head. Sailor.
I did that last time and now I have no green ink left.
Oh no, my head sail thingy, the red orange thingy, basically.
Oh, okay, sure. I get the orange and the red. And I start mixing the colours and just doing little splotches everywhere.
Okay.
I make one little splotch look like a penis, but it's very subtle.
Is Rakesh standing or sitting?
Rakesh is standing, he's like holding some books in his arms, just against his chest. Just like watching this happen.
And he's gonna walk over and be like, "So, what books are you reading today?"
I haven't decided yet. He kind of looks at them.
While he's reading. Oh.
No, he's just holding them at
Okay.
the moment.
And he's gonna shake his head and be like, "Are you really gonna read all of those?
I mean, probably if we have the time.
What are you gonna do when we get back on that ship and there's no books?"
Oh. I will bring some. Just
Really
in
bring
case.
enough books for that voyage, though?
Probably
It could be a
not.
long time.
I don't know. Probably not.
Might run out of books. Nightmare.
Varian.
Yes, Rakesh?
Side-eyeing. Just side-eyeing Varian. You're a fucking idiot.
That's very true. But you're stuck with me, so sucks for you too, I guess.
It really does.
I hope you love me.
And while Serenity paints on my hand, I'm gonna hum a melody and cast Minor Illusion to make a spider appear on the books he's holding. Yeah. And I just wink at Serenity.
Alright, who did that?
Mm,
Who the fuck was that?
I look away.
Serenity, Crest, which one of it was you?
Hey, about Rakesh.
How would I do that?
I don't know, cause you're magic, maybe?
I don't know what you're talking about. It was just a nice song.
Yeah.
It's just a little spider.
Yeah, it can't hurt you.
I haven't seen mine in a while.
Good.
Your
I'm
I'm
what?
gonna start looking through my hair until I find it.
That's disturbing.
Where are you?
What are you looking for?
You have a
And then I grab
spider in
it.
your hair?
Found him!
Ugh.
Hello,
Ugh.
baby.
Has he been there the entire time?
Quite a while, actually.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's been with you for a long time.
It's just a spider, dude.
It makes me feel
Yes.
sick.
At least it's not a snake. And I just grin at him.
Wow. Oh yeah, by the way, do you have books about snakes?
Yeah, that might seem like something you want to study.
No.
Or demons with snakes?
Or demon snakes.
I have no.
Or
books on
snake
demon
demons?
snakes.
I'm
Nope.
gonna walk over to the bookshelf.
Or snake gods?
Nope.
Makes you own demons.
No. None at all.
It doesn't have to be a snake. A serpent would also be fine.
Oh, seems like your library's lacking. I'm almost disappointed.
No! No! Becca just sent me one of the reports. Oh, I'm sad now. Okay.
What? That's, oh my god, I'm scared. Don't do that.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm enjoying Mary and being happy. Why do I feel like it's gonna end?
Oh,
What happened?
Oh, shit,
Somebody
I
fell off
pressed-
the map.
somebody
I
flipped
pressed
the
F.
entirety of Compass.
Oh no.
Accidentally.
An earthquake!
Oh god.
Talking about gods, here they are.
The world is flipped upside down. All of you have suddenly fallen to the sky.
Until we suffocate in space, I guess.
Freya
Yes.
blindfolds herself.
Yeah.
Puts on a blindfold and cannot see anything.
Well, yeah. Snide comments about Rakesh not having enough books in his library. Speaking of the library, we can probably never go back there.
We don't need a library. We can just find a different one. Or we can find books on the black market that are actually important.
Now, for as many books as I've stolen and smuggled, I really haven't ever read that many books from the black market.
Oh, by the way, Varian. Sunday, do you know how to contact her anyway? If we ever need her?
Aaron just kind of grins at you, doesn't say anything.
I take that as a yes.
She's around when you need her. She's a good friend.
You have so many good friends nowadays.
Don't know how that happened.
I guess people just seem to like you somehow.
It's very
That's
weird.
baffling. Yeah, really.
It is very weird. You're pretty annoying.
My old friends used to say the same thing.
Cress leans over to Grizzly. Who do you think of those three is the most annoying sometimes?
Depends on the day.
I think so too.
Must be part of my charm.
I'm gonna hold my spider to Varian's face. Don't you think he's cute?
He's actually kind of adorable. I'll be
I
honest.
know, right?
Yeah, Cress is also all over it and loves it.
Does it have a name?
No. It doesn't. I
Good.
should probably name it
Glad
something.
Yeah, we should give it a name.
Please don't give it. It's a fucking insect.
I'm calling it.
No,
Rakesh.
it's a spider. Spiders are not insects.
Oh, don't name it Rakesh. He doesn't need the competition.
Ugh.
How about Rack?
Mm,
Rakesh?
I like Rakesh.
Rakesh the spider.
Mm.
Rakesh the
Spider
bastard.
Cash.
Spider
I hate this.
Cash.
Call it Storm.
Rackashider.
He's gonna look at Crest, narrow his eyes, but it's not like it's playful more than anything. Like actually angry. Rude. You will name it Magic, and I'll poke Crest.
She just smiles at you.
And...
Magic? What's that for a name for a pet?
I don't know. What kind of a name for a pet is Storm?
More of a name than Magic?
I mean, aren't okay, but like both Magic and Storms play enough of a role in our lives. I don't think we.
We could just
One of
call
them.
it Silent Killer instead, or something like that.
It couldn't hurt a fly. Well, maybe a fly, but like
Oh.
I don't really know another
Oh,
expression.
it's sounding more and more like Rakesh.
She has
I
to
will
be
have
good
you
too.
know, I killed people with a fucking plate. I am definitely not that weak.
He's not weak. She
I'm
gives you
going
a
to
really
squash
dirty look.
in a
I
minute.
will squash you.
You want
I
your
feel-
tiny.
I'm not
Called
that
out by
much
3.
smaller than you.
You are.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
you're tiny.
Not that small.
Uh-huh. You are.
You are kind of small.
I'm like
comparatively.
coming from you,
yeah,
Varian.
yeah, I was like...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very
What do
Look
you
at
mean?
your tiny ass. Look at you.
tiny.
Yeah, yeah, but
I
it's a
want to
nice
step.
ass. It'll wink at Rakesh.
Ah.
Ew.
I step behind Rakesh,
Oh.
turn into Rakesh, and pretend to show my muscles.
Oh, flexing.
I can feel you behind me.
Turn back. What?
What do you mean? Just
Ah.
standing there. Isn't this nice, Rakesh?
Are so irritating.
Don't act like you don't enjoy having us around.
You're so irritating.
Varian just takes that as a sign that he's won. And he just grins.
Serenity's smiling.
So, we're free of Three Hawk. Where to?
Not free of Three Hawk. In fact, we are even more
We are
incredibly involved with them.
free. We are free of being killed by Three Hawk, which is just as good.
Yeah, we just
Ow.
restored our former reputation, which is good.
Maybe we follow our leads. You know, Soulfire, Magic Wind.
Magic Wind. Do we go see Storm Sage? Back
That
on
might
Raider's
be a
Cairn.
good idea.
I would. We don't know that they know about the Magic Wind or the Soulfire.
I mean, Black Tarek definitely knows about the soul.
I mean, he used it to get out of there. That's why I even asked him about it.
I mean, Storm Sage knows.
No, but I have a feeling they probably know a little bit. Anyway, today I would like to buy some equipment. I want to put some spells into my book. And then we can do whatever we need to.
Okay.
Okay, and I still need to find a place to get a bit of money for the shield, I guess.
Yes, you should do that. So let's go to
Probably.
the market.
I should buy a bow.
Yeah,
Last
you
time
should.
we went shopping went so well.
With those bracers you have, a bow would be cool.
You okay? You ready?
Are we ever?
Just for the shopping tour, and are we ever ready?
Should we disguise ourselves?
Yes.
Okay. I'll turn myself back into the human girl with long black hair and green eyes.
I'm gonna be the elven guy with the white hair because I like him. He's pretty.
I'm gonna be Cress with a hood.
Same. Maybe the
Maybe
Varian
Cress.
variation of Cress with the hood, except it's Varian with the hood.
Natural 20. Beggar.
As you make your way to the market district, as you enter one of the alleyways to the markets, a sudden gust of wind blows past you, and it knocks over one of the vendor stalls who was selling fruit, and a bunch of fruit spill over the ground.
Oh shit.
Which kind of vegetable or fruit is it?
It's fruits, and it's oranges, apples, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh, man. I swear to God.
Just waiting for it.
Yeah. I'm just asking to get more details of the world. I don't know what you
I
mean.
ignore it and move.
Varian will help pick up the fruits, I guess, if the guy wants help.
I'll run ahead to Rakesh.
He very gladly accepts your help, and after putting the stall back up, Rakesh and Serenity are pretty far ahead, and the vendor, thankfully, thanking you, gives you a couple of oranges.
Aw. Yeah, Varian will be like, oh, thanks. Good luck with that. That was weird. I'm gonna chat with the group.
Rakesh,
Mm.
I'm gonna start speaking in Infernal. You know, I know that you don't always tell me everything.
Yes, I don't. I make no fucking.
And I'm pretty certain you didn't tell me everything that was in that letter.
I pretty much did.
And unless at some point you can prove that, I will be asking the others to read it for me.
I'm gonna look at her,
She's gonna stare back.
and then I'm gonna smirk. Okay, go ahead. It's your funeral. It's your funeral!
Funeral!
It's your funeral!
I'll smile back at him. I'm sure.
He honestly does not look that phased.
I'll keep
He's gonna
walking.
continue.
She is the god that's gonna bring destruction to this world, isn't she?
You can't figure it out, Beggar's plan this early. Just don't let him know. He'll change it. Don't
I
worry,
would
I'm sure it's
never.
something far worse and
Why am I
much more
blindfolded?
terrible.
Nah, she's innocent. We're
It
fine.
goes in a direction you probably not. One of you could probably expect, but the others probably not.
Does?
Let's say some of you are lacking critical information.
Oh yeah.
Whoever
mean-
has the critical information probably doesn't know it's critical information.
I mean, 4 of us are lacking critical information, and the one of us that has it never shares anything.
You know, maybe it's Cress.
Maybe she
How
just
do you-
doesn't know it's important.
It probably
Joke
is,
about
to be
Jet
honest.
being the end
Yeah.
of the world, but Jet's actually the end of the world. Like, we joke, but Beggar's dead serious, and he's like, Jet's just everyone.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find some spell scrolls. Well, some ink and paper equivalent to 50 gold, so I can. But like the special paper for the spells, but like the special ink for the pet spells, right?
Thanks,
But-
Layla.
You know, somewhere where it's not dangerous and they would sell it. So like probably like the black market.
Well, since magical items are sold in Compass,
Oh wait, yeah, we're in Compass. Yeah.
but they
I love being in
are.
Compass.
Yeah. These places are still pretty rare.
Right. Well, I'm gonna look for that.
Yeah. So you're just looking for a magical item shop, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
Nice that he's not waiting for me because I'm searching for one too.
What is the rest of you looking for? By now you've caught up to them.
Okay.
Since they're also looking
I'll just be
around.
following Rakesh.
Yeah, I'm gonna search with Rakesh. Before that, I'm gonna ask Varian for an orange because she didn't have breakfast yet.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you. And she just starts peeling it and eating it while following Rakesh.
Aaron's not really doing much shopping. He's kind of.
I would like to go and find a general supplies shop. And
A general
somewhere
what shop?
like where I can find like rope, a scale, a blanket, torch, cinderboard.
Yeah, there's general goods stores. Do you go there alone? There's a bunch of them at the street you're at.
I think the others are all going to. I go.
So you kind of just peel off?
Yes.
Without saying anything, or
No, I'll say I need to buy some stuff as well. Meet you later.
okay. And then
The
turn
rest of
around to
you-
Varian and say, "See, that's how you do it."
He's kind of
Meanwhile,
Oh.
He's like, really? Okay, Mom, sorry. I'll try to do better next time.
Good.
Okay. Well, it takes you a while, a long while, to find a shop that has magical items in store. You do find one eventually, and it's not hard to see why there's so few of them. The one shop that you find is at the base of a tower, and it is extremely well guarded. Two hulking guards stand to the sides of the shop. And just from looking at them, you'd wager that either one is probably also carrying magical items should a problem arise.
okay. I'll go in nearest shop, nearest magic mon shop.
Okay, well, all of you enter that shop.
Perfect. Exactly how we enter.
Yes, thanks for that. Couldn't have done it better myself. There's a few people there. You notice that a lot of them are nobles and the like. Definitely people with a lot of money.
Yeah. Gah! Okay. I'm gonna go to the counter.
Well, as you approach the counter, you notice that there's no one there. There is, however, a small bell at the counter.
Bring.
So you're just screaming.
Was
That
that
was me
your
ringing the
bell
bell.
sound or?
Yeah.
Okay.
That bell had a weird accent. What the? That's a very special bell.
A few moments later, a small Kenku approaches the counter.
Hi.
He opens his mouth and you hear a loud ding, like that from a bell.
Right. Okay. Do you have any magical ink and paper?
Again, you hear a ding, and he shuffles past you around the counter and leads you to one of the larger shelves, which is filled with spell scrolls and stacks of paper. And in one of the corners, you see a couple of ink pots and a few pens.
I'm gonna yeet them. I'm gonna yeet the paper.
As you reach out to take anything, the Kenku holds up his hands as if to stop you.
Okay.
And then he points at the paper and then makes a 1 with his hand, then a 2, then a 3. He looks at you questioningly.
3.
He pulls out 3 sheets of paper.
Yeah, that'll do. And the ink as well. Basically, I'm trying to spend 150 gold on this, boy.
Okay. Well, you can tell him. He understands. He just can't really answer you.
Yeah, 150 gold's worth.
He pulls out another small stack of paper and 3 ink pots. He puts 1 pen on this pile as well
Yay.
and holds it out to you.
I'll take it and give him the gold.
As you take it, he waddles back to the counter, steps onto a small stool to reach over, and waves you over to him.
Okay, I'll go to him.
As you approach the counter, he opens his hands.
I'll give him the gold.
He takes your gold, opens his mouth, and then again you hear a ding. And he goes back into the back room.
Thank you.
Wait, I also have
Faintly, You
something.
hear another ding.
Hmm. I ding the bell again.
As you ring the bell, the small Kenku waddles out of the back room and right in front of you. He doesn't even bother going behind the counter.
So I have this, and I show him this heavy shield. And it's pretty good, and I want to trade it for either gold or something else magical you might have that might be of use to me.
As you put down the shield, which is almost as large as the Kenku itself, his mouth falls open, and you hear just ding after ding after ding.
Ding, 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 ding,
And
ding.
he immediately waddles around and pulls on your hand.
Oh.
Does he want me to follow him, or...?
It appears so.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him. I'll be right back, guys, I guess.
Have fun.
Good luck.
He takes you into the back room, and there, in one of the corners, is an array of items. He points
Ooh.
towards the shield, towards you, and then towards one of the items, and lets out another ding.
So we can just trade items, you mean?
You hear 2 dings.
Okay. So... I have no clue what these items are, don't I?
You do not. You see a couple of weapons, a sword, an axe. You see a couple of small bags, which surprisingly seem empty, aside from one of them. There is another bag which is more colorful than the rest, and this one as well seems filled. There's also a couple of scrolls lying around.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him. Can I bring a friend of mine who's a little bit more into magic things and can tell me which one is good for me? Would that be
He
fine?
steps to the right once to the left, and then lets out a ding, which is a little more quiet than the other ones.
Does he want me to get there, or does it seem like he wants
It
me
sounded
to
like
get...
an approving ding.
Okay. I'm gonna ask for cash if he wants to follow me, and the Kenku wants me to trade with one of his magic items. Could you help me deciding which one would be good?
Yes, of course.
I
Sure.
still have not I still don't know much about magic.
Okay, sure. I'll head after.
Well, Rakesh, this is a very charming room. There's a lot of items here that you would like to take home, but unfortunately, there too, in one of the corners, stands one of the guards. Do you take a look at a few of the items?
Yes.
You can tell that there's a wide array of weapons, all of which are somewhat magical. And then on the table, you see a small bag containing a few beans. You see a small bag that is empty. And you see a small bag that is, as stated before, colorful and contains something. You can't quite tell since it's closed.
I'll cast Identify on the bag. Just immediately using a spell slot.
Which one of the three?
Um,
There's an empty one with beans, and one that's containing something you can't quite tell.
one containing something I can't tell. I'm pretty sure the bag at the end is bag of holding. So the one that I can't tell what's in it.
The filled, colorful bag appears to be a bag of tricks.
Bag of tricks. Okay.
That sounds fun.
What the hell is
And
that?
it's a bag of tricks. So let me get the wording of this up. A bag of tricks. So basically, if what color is it?
It is a rust-colored bag of tricks.
So, when you pull out something from this bag, you will get like a little object, and when you throw it, it will transform into a creature of some sort. I believe this one contains like a few bears, a dog of some kind, owls, lions, that sort of thing.
Cress looks at you like really confused that this bag contains like animals. Okay, and is there anything else but weapons and bags, like some armor stuff or rings or amulets or whatever?
Is there anything around apart from weapons and bags?
There are a few cloaks hanging on the wall.
Okay, I'll go take a look at them.
Those would be also interesting, but I also like the bag of tricks.
One of the cloaks you immediately recognize as a cloak of elven kind. There's
yes.
one cloak that kind of creeps you out. It's made of black silk. You can't tell what it is from just looking. And there's also a cloak that looks extremely sturdy.
I'll the creepy cloak. I'm gonna cast Identify on that.
The creepy cloak is the cloak of Arachnida.
Oh, let me look that up.
Of what?
How do you spell
Arachnida.
that?
Isn't that like spider cloak or whatever? Arachnida?
Yeah, I think you get
Yeah.
Spiders are known as arachnids.
Ah!
Mm.
Feel a shiver run down the back of your spine.
I immediately like, ooh.
You
Okay,
guys
we're not doing
good
that.
in there?
Yep.
What is it? What is it?
What's going on?
No, it doesn't matter. You don't want that one.
Why not? Why not?
It's gross.
It looks so cool.
It produces like black ooze for no reason. So this cloak here, it will make you more hidden. It will make sure people can't see you as well, which is kind of useful if you need that. But also you could get a free lion. Hey?
Oh, fuck. can
Shit,
have
lions. Lions are evil. They kill your character.
Ah, why didn't you tell her what that cloak does? She would so love to have that.
This is why he's not telling you.
Oh man. Oh.
Cash will fuck you over, man.
Yeah, I know, but I really don't know what Cress would do about that. I mean, she doesn't really like this stealthy cloak now that she knows she can turn invisible.
I can check out the other bags if you like.
The
There's
spider
also
cloak
that
is
cloak
so
over
white.
there. It looks pretty sturdy. I think you'd be less prone to getting hit if you got that one.
Okay, tell me about the other bags.
Okay. So this bag, and I point to the bag with nothing in it. I believe might be a bag of holding. So
You hear a
can-
faint ding behind you.
it is. So you can basically put anything in there anytime and you just think about it and you can pull it back out. It has no holding space. You can put as much in there as you want. It'll just disappear and then when you want it, you think about it and it comes back out.
Sounds neat.
The beans. Have I ever seen anything like these beans before?
They look a little dry, but
Is
you
it a
haven't
bag of
exactly
beans?
seen
Please
these
get
before.
it.
I think it is.
Just a bag of beans.
Guys, do we really need a bag of
Bag of
beans?
Yes.
Guys, please.
Bag of beans. If you want a bag
Please.
of beans, then get a bag of beans.
Well,
No.
it's indeed a bag of beans, but if it is it the bag of beans?
Please.
Is it that
Also,
bag of beans?
Master
It's definitely a
Kenku,
bag
Master
of beans.
Kenku. What she said about that cloak is what he said about that cloak. Is that true? And she points at the cloak of Arachnida.
He looks at Rakesh and shakes his head.
So, what does it do?
I think you should get the beans.
Hands are dead though, so they're useless. Wait.
Master Kenku, can you write down what the cloak does?
Please don't tell her. She's going to
He
get it if she
shrugs
knows.
for a moment and then pretends to be climbing the wall as if mimicking.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Chris.
Yes. What's your problem? It's not like I turn into a spider or something.
Chris. Ugh.
I totally want that cloak. I'm sorry.
I love this.
I am never helping you again.
Why?
Ever.
It can be totally useful.
Da. And I
What? I mean, walking on the wall is much better than having some beans.
Are you okay?
and I'm gone. I leave the room.
Okay, when he leaves, I'm just gonna say, yeah, he's always like that. I'm gonna take the cloak.
Rakesh?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
What?
Well, you are now in possession of the cloak of Arachnida.
I hate this.
The Kenku points towards your shield and towards the guard, and the guard moves to take the shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him do that.
And the guard immediately takes it, and instead of putting it where the cloak was, he carries it instead down the stairs into the basement.
Okay.
Thing you didn't
Probably
get those
worth way
beans
more.
because all the giants are dead, right?
What?
Sure.
Nothing.
I'm gonna show the others. Look what I found.
Oh, what's that?
That's a cloak.
Cloak.
That has some
Cloak?
special use.
It's a very fine
What does
garment.
it
It's
do?
made out of black silk, interwoven with a few faint silvery threads.
What does it do? I'm curious.
It looks fancy.
Uh-huh.
I hate it.
Let's go outside and I'm gonna try it out.
Okay. I'll
And I
follow
want
her.
to find a side street where not many people are. Best would be no people at all.
As you put on the cloak, you realize that you feel like you need to focus on this item.
You need to be
Oh,
attuned.
okay, I had to. Okay. I think it. I need some time to get used to it before I can show it to you. I'm sorry.
Good. I am so glad.
Could I try?
What does it do? Why are you freaking out so much?
Because it
Okay.
has a bit to do with spiders. I think that's what he doesn't like.
What?
I
Really?
might be able to walk up like walls and stuff with this if I get used to it.
It's so useful.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is
and
so
but he didn't
cool.
want me to buy it because it had something to do with spiders or whatever.
Why does
I'm
it
gonna smile at Rakesh.
Look
does it
at
allow
it.
you to walk up walls because you turned into a spider?
I hope so.
Varian asked for Kesh.
No. You don't turn into a spider.
What's the deal?
I just don't like look at it.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah,
You feel like
black cloak.
spending a couple of minutes just wearing it should be enough to feel comfortable enough to use it.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and put my feet on the wall to see what's happening.
As of now, doesn't seem to do much.
Okay. I guess it's gonna take some time.
Varian will pat Rakesh's shoulder, be like very terrifying. I can see why you're scared.
That's what you get for having stupid fears.
Fearsome indeed.
This is much better than the shield. So, but I mean, Rakesh also got what he wanted, so everything's good.
Sure.
Yeah. Why do you buy so much paper? Writing your own book? Actually, you might be.
Yes, kind of actually. It's for my spells.
Oh, does this have to do with the you learning magic with like books and stuff?
Yes.
Cool.
Which, you know, is much more useful than just being able to do magic, considering that I get to know so much more.
Children, you're
that's
both
kind of
powerful.
jealous.
Now, you're both powerful. Simmer down, kids.
I'm better.
I didn't say I wasn't. He's just jealous.
No. You're
I'm gonna walk
very
towards
ability-
him with my spider.
Don't
With
you
cupped
go!
in
I
my
will
hand.
squash
You
it!
can't hit.
I
you
will
will.
squash it! I will!
Apologize. Apologize.
No, I will squash
Apologize.
it.
I
Where
put
did
my
you
hand
say it
close
was?
to it. I've like cupped it, but I'm holding my hands upwards so you can't like.
I am taller than you.
No, so you can't squish it.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the
And
heels
I'm
of my
gonna
hands
dodge.
and ram them into
I'm
your
gonna dodge.
hands so you
Wow.
squash
I'm
it.
dodging. I'm dodging.
Okay, give me a fucking acrobatics check.
I need one dexterity roll from Rakesh and one from Serenity, please.
Ah, damn it. My rolls are the
Oh, it's
worst.
fine. I
Always.
fucked up.
15.
4.
I
Well,
dodged very quick.
for some reason, you're just too slow. And as you try to hit Serenity, she just makes a quick sidestep and is well out of your reach.
Sucker.
Loser.
I'm gonna put it back on my shoulder and walk.
Varian will look at Rakesh and will be like, I'll protect you from the terrifying spider. Give him
Shut
what we
up,
can call
Varian.
serenity. Look, I'm just saying, if you make fun of my fears, I'm gonna pissed anytime I can.
Okay,
Playboys.
well, I think this is a decent spot to leave off. Is there anything any one of you wants to buy just before
I
end
can
the
just
session here.
text you what I want to buy if it's okay.
Yeah, if it's just
do it.
general stuff, there's no problem finding it in Compass.
Yeah, general stuff and a bow. And
I think I'm good. Don't need anything.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Save. There we go. Okay,
Itsy bitsy spider.
progress.
What a crazy session.
We've made progress.
Yeah,
Jeez.
we've solved kind of one big problem. That's good.
But now we have like 7 others.
Well,
yeah.
that's just D&D for you, so that's okay.
Yeah. Oh boy.
When
Those
you said you're
interactions
looking at prices for the Sentinel shield, it was like, oh, okay. That's worth a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
Googling it too, and I was like, whoa, what the? This is like,
It's
it was
a
like, what is it, like 20,000 gold or whatever? So I'm like, okay,
Oh
I guess
my
it's good if we just trade or whatever to
It gives
take
you
something.
advantage on initiative and
Perception.
any wisdom saving throw or
Yeah.
ability check, so I guess it is quite valuable.
It is really powerful, but we just have no one
Yeah,
that uses it.
Our
If
good-
we had like
Use a shield.
someone with a shield, that would be awesome. We would totally not sell it.
All
But
we needed
yeah.
was a cleric or a paladin
Yeah.
or like
a fighter or just some fighting class, basically, that's not a monk. But yeah, I love this cloak.
I mean, I love it.
I love it.
Just Rakesh is not into it.
Yeah, it's such a
Those
good
interactions were so nuts today.
It has so much good use.
Uh-huh.
It's not just walking
Oh,
on walls.
boy.
It can do so many things. I love it.
Oh yeah.
There were a lot of cute moments, and it was adorable, and I had a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Me too. I did as well.
I'm screaming inside, but it was like cute and great.
I finally realized where that ability came from, Beggar.
Which ability?
The
that
one I
one,
got. Yeah.
I mean, there's a few changes to it, but yeah, most of it. Roughly, the rough framework is that, yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's gone now. That makes me sad.
Oh, if someone hadn't been terrible, maybe it wouldn't be.
It's terrible.
It's
It's
a
a
bird.
being.
What kind of item is that?
What do you mean?
Huh?
Just a die.
The dice.
It's perfectly
Oh, I know
normal.
what it is. I know what it
It's a
is.
die. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know
It's a
exactly
bird
what it
with a
is.
two-sided
No.
die.